We are back for another episode of Dicey Dungeons. Today, we are playing the robot. Beep, boop, humans. Haha, just joking. I can definitely talk. I love color-coded to-do lists and pushing myself to my limit. This is a difficulty 3 character. Our next contestant works hard, plays hard, and most importantly, tries hard. Some might say too hard, but that's not our place to judge. Instead, let's give a warm welcome to the robot. Woo, here we go. Thank you, Lady Luck. I'm really excited to begin this journey to a better self. And what do you hope to win? I want to eliminate my need to sleep. I'm sorry? With an extra 8 hours a day, I can truly become the best me I can be. Why not just play for immortality? Then you'd have all the time in the world. All the research shows that personal change is more sustainable if you start small. I'm gonna try for immortality next time. Oh my dear. There won't be a next time. Just try to make the most of this one. In you go. Alright, we're starting off with the robot. And let's go after the slime. So the robot's one of the more strange characters in that you can tell right from the start, they don't start with any die. So how it works is you click this calculate button and it will give you a die from 1 to 6 while counting up this meter that many pips. If you reach the target, something special happens. If you go over the target, something bad happens. So we do have a 3. The highest we can roll is a 6, so hitting calculate one more time is perfectly safe. But now we have a 2 and a 3. You can only get a 4 on this list, so a 5 and a 6 will push us over the limit. And because of that, just to be a little bit on the safer side, I'm going to put this 3 into the plasma blaster and this 2 into the pea shooter before I hit calculate. Which I went over, and the bad thing that happens is all of your cards disappear once you go over. So I have no choice left but to pass my turn. Luckily, the slime rolled pretty bad. We only took 2 poison that turn. Calculate 1, we got a 3. Calculate a second time, we got a 4. Calculate one more time, we got that 5. This is what the good thing is. So we get a jackpot. We have to choose between Lucky Shot, which does 5 damage, Regenerate, which heals 3, or one more roll, which lets us roll 1 extra die. So seeing as we want to get out of here, but we can try for it on full health. But no, we're going to do the Lucky Shot. 5 damage into the Plasma Blaster, and 3 into the Pea Shooter. We win. Let's pick up one more piece. We got a small shield. So their equipment page works the same. Just have to hope and pray that the odds are in our favor. That's a 1. That's a 6. And the Space Marine counts down from 20, so there's no way they're attacking this turn. There's no need to really try out this small shield. But we can put the 5 into the pea shooter. We can put the 1 into the pea shooter, and then calculate. We went over. They get an 8. So we're still probably good for the next turn. We calculate a 3. Calculate a 4. One more time. Over. Too many of those, and we'll be in trouble. 4 more before blast to the face. That's a 1 and a 6. Same as last time. Do 1 damage. Calculate. Too bad. And we're about to get blasted. Here comes the plasma cannon for 10 damage. We do have our limit break ready, which is auto roll. Just guarantees that you get a jackpot with your next roll. We got a 5. Put that into the plasma blaster. 3 into the pea shooter. Calculate one more time. We go over. We'll probably do 4 damage next turn, so we won't use our auto roll. We'll save it for the next floor. Calculate. Calculate. Let's put the 2 there and the 3 here, and not get killed by the space marine. We get 4 more health and 2 extra CPU. On to the next floor. Okay, we've got Marshmallow, Baby Squid, and Jester. We level up in 2, so let's go after Marshmallow so we can heal after. So now our target is an 11 because our CPU went up by 2. Rolled a 5 and a 1. Let's use this one. Block with the 1. No, let's play it risky. 1 more. Block 2. Put 1 into pea shooter. Calculate one more time. Hey, we got the jackpot. So we've only got 1 card left. So we probably want to do the lucky shot, and then put a 3 into the pea shooter. Taking a big hit. We got a burn and a freeze. So freeze works a little bit different on the robot because our first roll is going to be frozen. So the first roll is always going to be a 1. Oh no, the fire goes first. So we got a 4 on fire, a 1 that's frozen. You're at a 5, so a 6 is still safe. We got a 5, that's great. Roll that, put the 1 into the pea shooter. We can take the burn of 4, but we're probably going to go over this turn. We do have a heal on the board. Let's put it into the pea shooter and hit calculate. Try for that 1. No such luck. We take another 6 damage. Just like that, we're under half health. We roll a 1. Don't really want to use that. We roll a 2. Pretty good. You can keep rolling. That's a 4. We have 4 more to go. Let's use the plasma blaster. The pea shooter. Roll one more time, and we got another error. Ooh, that's another 9 damage. Probably should have used the auto roll. At this point, that has become clear. There's that 1. In so much danger here. Let's use the auto roll now, which also generates die that work for that. We're going to heal 3, block 2, do 2 damage with the pea shooter, 2 damage with gun, and drop 1 more. Are we just hoping for a bad roll? Hey, we got a bad roll. 1 more damage, 1 more frozen. Calculate, we get a 1, we put it in. There's only room for 1 cube monster in the dungeon, and that's Marshmallow. Marshmallow messed me up this time. That's okay, we got 5 more health. We don't have any new equipment. We can go after the Jester, which is level 2, or the Baby Squid, which is level 2. In this case, I think I want to go after the Baby Squid. And hopefully this goes much better. We rolled a 4, roll again, that's a 3. Let's put the 4 into the plasma blaster, the 3 into the small shield, and roll 1 more time. That's an error. Ooh, we're gonna take 10 damage. We blocked a little bit of it. Roll once, that's a 5. They're letting the Plasma Blaster. Roll again, that's a 2. Small shield. Roll a third time, that's a fail. We take no damage this turn, but we get a blind. So blind blocks out the target roll. So we roll once, we have no idea what the first one is. We can try putting it in the countdown. That was a 5 or a 6. So we're gonna roll one more time. So the first one was a 6, the second one is a 5. We have a 5, which is 5 damage, but we need to do 15. So it's very, very unlikely that we'll be able to do 15 on this turn. One more roll does make it a little bit easier for us to live, but it's a max of 3 shields, so let's use our regenerate for 3 health right now. Pop that into the Plasma Blaster, and then hope Baby Squid does not roll so well. So we use up that shield. We have 3 health left to do 10 damage. We got our limit break ready, which is probably going to be used. It's probably going to be used. It should be used right now. Okay, all we need to do is 10 damage. So we take our lucky shot. We put a 4 into the Plasma Blaster, and then a 3 and a 2 into the pea shooter to finish off the Baby Squid. We level up. Our maximum HP goes up by 4, and we get to choose a reward. So we get to choose safety in the Buster Sword, where it's immune to error, so even if we overstack, we'll always have the Buster Sword ready. Or we can choose the Ultima Weapon, which will do twice as much damage on a jackpot. So right now, I think the Buster Sword's good in the first part, and the Ultima Weapon's better in the second part. Hopefully we get something that lets us make it a little bit easier to get decent rolls. We also have the Mechanical Arm there, which is an even. It does 1 damage, and you add 1 to it for each roll, which is each time you hit the calculate button. We have all of our health in order to defeat the Jester. Oh, you're back. Wait, was that another giant dice? Well, you're all equally doomed, so there's no point getting to know your name. The Jester changes equipment every turn. So right now they got a bunch of boots. First roll, it's a 1, then a 6. 6s are usually not what we really want to see. I'm going to use the 6. Ooh, if we roll a 4, that's double the damage. This is where the risk comes in. So I'm going to play the small shield. I don't want to take a whole bunch of damage this turn, so I'm going to stick with doing 6 damage. Roll. It would have worked out, but that's okay. We're going to do one more roll. So now this does 5 damage with the even, but we kind of want to put our 4 into here for extra damage. Oh wait, they have 17 more health left. We got 1 shield. They're going to boop us 3 times for 6 damage. We block one of them. We're looking pretty good. Calculate, a 1, a 3, another 1, and then a 5. We don't have an even for the Mechanical Arm. That's unfortunate. Let's use the Plasma Blaster, the Small Shield. We've got boops and bops coming in. I doubt we're gonna roll a 1, so let's put these 2 into the pea shooter in the case that we do. Now it's a 6. We block the bop, take the boop for 4 more damage. But our auto roll is ready. We rolled a 3 and a 5. Let's do the 5 damage. Block 3. We got bops and boops. This might be a good time to use the auto roll. just to avoid taking extra damage before the next floor. Okay, we got an even to do 5 damage. So let's heal 3. Pop that in there, and with our Ultima weapon, do a whopping 2 damage. Are you sure you're not dead? I mean, this show has a pretty rigid format, and survival isn't usually part of it. You win. Nice. So we heal up with the apple, we're at max health again. We've got 5 coins to spend in the shop. Let's hope something great happens here. We got a healing crystal. Max 3, recover that much HP. A short circuit, roll any 4 dice to activate. When activated, do that dice damage and a random status. And we've also got the force field. Add 1 shield and add 1 more per each roll. So in this case, looking at what we've got already, we are very damage focused. We got 1 defensive item. So we can try to make our defense a little bit better and take up the rest of our slots. We can add in a heal so we have something to do while we have some HP missing, or we can throw in some more damage. Let's take the short circuit and go into the shop again and buy the force field. Okay, so we're going to want to do a lot of rolling. Let's get rid of the pea shooter and the small shield and put in the force field. We won't have something to dump our die into, but we're going to have a lot of opportunity to block. So we can go after Sneezy, which is level 2, Fireman, which is level 3, and Cactus is going to be our final enemy for the floor, which is a level 3. So let's fight Sneezy. Okay, let's start rolling. We calculate a 3, and then a 6. 6s are not really what we want to see. We're probably not rolling 2 more dice. So let's use our 3 on that force field for 3 block. We're going to hit for 6 with the ultimate weapon and overstack. Alright, Sneezy is going to do 12 damage to us by rolling doubles and double 6s like that. We rolled 3 times. Try to block. Let's do 4 damage with Plasma Plaster. Another 2 with the Mechanical Arm. Roll 1 more time. Okay. We're gonna use our Short Circuit. They get 1 locked, and then we're gonna roll 1 more time, and we're over. We got 4 block. They've only got 2 dice to work with, so they can only attack us once, and we block all of it. Roll. That's a 6 and a 5. Okay, we've got some health missing, so let's use Regenerate. Pop that 6 into the ultimate weapon and do 12 damage for the win. Okay, that went pretty well. Let's grab an apple, because we'll level up after the next fight. Ooh, some adjusting. So we can get Juggling Ball, it's a max 3, and you get a new dice. Nudge, you reduce a die value by 1, or Spatula, we flip 1 upside down, but we only get 1 coin. We're probably going to grab the Spatula if I had to guess. And let's check out what upgrades we have. Force Field can take anything. Plasma Blaster gets to take anything. Mechanical Arm gets to take anything. Short Circuit doesn't have the prerequisite of rolling 4. And Ultima Weapon does plus 2 on a jackpot. So I'm going to take the Short Circuit. Is not having to roll 4. It's going to work out really well for us in the long term. We can go after Cactus or Fireman. Let's go after Cactus. Roll once, we get a 4. Roll twice, we get a 3. We've got 4 more to go. Let's do 4 damage and inflict status. They got a weaken. Cactus only has 2. They got a Cactus Spear and a Cactus Shield. One of these is getting weakened, so we're in a very good spot for next turn. Let's block some damage and do 1 more roll. And we did go over. They have a 6, so that's unfortunate. We take 4 more damage. We've got our auto roll ready to go. Roll a 3. We roll a 4. Let's auto roll that. They've got 1 thorns, so the enemy takes 1 damage if they attack this turn for each thorn. Which we're going to do. Alright, first things first, we are going to use our force field and our mechanical arm. We can put the 1 into the force field. We put this 4 into the mechanical arm. No, we should put the 4 into the ultimate weapon. That way we do. You might want 1 more roll. Oh, it worked out. Throw in a 2, random status ailment, and a plasma blaster. We got 1 shield left. Hopefully they don't get a decent roll. They don't throw any more thorns on, so they only do 5. We roll once for a 6. Let's take that. Roll 1 more time. And throw that into the block. So many 1s. But they've got an even and an odd. They're going to do no damage to us. Calculate, we roll a 6 right off the bat. Let's not push it. Short circuit. Get out of here with most of our health. But we're leveling up anyway, so it's great. We get 2 extra CPU. Let's pick up this item. It's a fixed payout. Use an additional jackpot ability. Not really gonna worry about that right now. We'll buy the spatula. We've got a lot of damage. Let's swap out the plasma blaster for the spatula. That way we can use our even and odd dice a little bit easier. We've got lots of health to work with a heal on the board. Fireman is weak to ice, but we do not have any ice at this point. Rolled a 3, a 2, and a 5. It's a pretty good start. We can flip 1 of these upside down if we need to, which will not change the value on the jackpot. So we're going to throw the 3 into the shields, the 5 into short circuit, throw the 2 into the mechanical arm, and we'll roll 1 more time. Okay, so we can flip this to a 4, so let's use the lucky shot to do a little bit damage. Hit 8, they have 1 weaken, and only 12 health left. Let's see what gets weakened. 1 of their fireballs. So we only get burned once. We got our auto roll ready to go. With a target of 13 now, there's less of a chance of us needing it. Let's roll 1 more time. Let's do a flip to a 4. Do 3 damage in status ailment. 4 damage with the mechanical arm. And let's take that damage to just end the battle. Sick burn! Says the fireman. Some more experience. Pick up that health. We're short 1 HP. There's nothing else we really wanted to buy in the shop, so let's keep going. Okay, we can fight the snowman first or the sorceress. The snowman and the rhino beetle are both level 4, so we'll go after the level 3 enemy first. Which in general, they're going to be easier to fight, but depending on what you're dealing with, it might actually be a lot harder. So this is an excellent opportunity to use our auto roll, though I might want to save it for the fight against the snowman. But I'm going to use it now anyways. Okay, we only have 1 odd, so we probably want to put that into our shields. We're missing 1 health, so we probably don't need to do that. We've got 4 dice. A few of them are optimal. Or near optimal. Yeah, so we'll put the 1 into the force field. We'll flip the 2 to a 5. Inflict 5 damage with the short circuit. Put the 4 into the mechanical arm. And use the ultimate weapon, 6. We can do 5 more damage, roll 1 more die, or regenerate 3 HP. Let's go with the regenerate, because I'm pretty sure we can do 12 damage next turn. They have a 2 and a burn 4. They're going to unburn their 4, weaken us, and hit us for 3. We're only down 3 health. Our short circuit got weakened into a short circuit minus, but that's okay. We roll a 6 and a 2. We still got 5 more to go. Don't really trust it. So let's go for a little bit of block. Do the 6 damage and roll 1 more time. And we can roll 1 more time or just use the lucky shot to end the battle. Either way, that's the only things we can do. If we use the regenerate, then we do have to give them 1 more turn. Let's just go for the lucky shot. It came out of that witch battle pretty good. Let's see what this new item is. It is a spiked shield. It's a max of 5. On even, it does damage. On an odd, it does block. That might be a good choice instead of the force field. That way we can go aggressive on turns that we'd like to go aggressive. Well, that's a lot of block you can get. Though I've only been getting around 5 anyways. But then I would need a 5. I'll keep it in mind. As we fight the snowman, which I'm going to want to... I'm only missing 3 health. I'm sure the snowman will not beat me because I was missing 3 health. They are weak to fire. Again, no fire. We roll a 5, a 2, and a 3. Not bad, not bad. Let's block with 3. Hit the spatula, do 5 damage with the short circuit. They get a weaken. Only beginning weakens with that. Let's do 5 damage with the ultimate weapon and roll that. We made the right choice. Snowman can use snowballs with odd dice, so we're gonna take 6. We block most of it. We're frozen for 2, so we know our first 2 rolls are gonna be 1 and a second one. And we roll once more. We still got a 6 in the tank, and we set it off. This looks like a great opportunity. Heal. Drop a 6. Flip that over. Drop another 6. And block. We only have 1 odd this turn. We don't take any damage, but one of our dice are frozen. That's pretty good. Let's flip that to a 6. 6 damage with the short circuit. Another 5 damage. 3 and a 1. Oh, I was just about to say I think I could have mathed my way out of that. But we got lucky. We get to do 5 more damage, and we defeat the snowman. Let's grab a health, because we're going to level up after this fight. And take on the Rhino Beetle. Is our equipment looking good? I feel like the force field's not getting... well, it is getting played, but at the expense of the mechanical arm. It's like one or the other. Maybe the spiky shield is a good choice. Let's try it out for this fight. As it's just a little bit easier to do. Roll a 3, a 2, another 2, and a 4. We've only got 2 more spaces to go. Not a great chance of us getting that. We want to block, so let's flip this 2 to a 5. Hit the block. Use the mechanical arm. Do some damage and a status. And use the ultimate weapon before rolling. Hey, we got it. Well, let's use the lucky shot. We don't have anything to work with. Should risk that ultimate weapon more often. Taking damage from the battle axe. And not quite enough to set off the beetle headbutt. Roll 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, got it. But 3s and 4s, not the best. Damage. Flip one of these to an even. More damage. We've got an odd for block. And a 3. We get 1 weaken. Block 3 next turn. Get that lucky shot. And they've got 7 health left. With a weakened headbutt. It's good timing for that. All they do is lock 1 die, which means we roll the first one, and it's locked. But we've only got to do 7 damage, and just like that, we have enough. And I don't mind the spiky shield. Ooh. So we can get the heat sink or the increment. These are cards that let you adjust the CPU. So heat sink will reduce it by that amount, letting you have another chance at rolling a high value. Or increment lets you bump up the number by up to 2 on a turn. So if you're just 1 away, you can use increment to get the jackpot. I think I'm going to take increment. And just go into the trade and see if something works out. Trade the pea shooter for another fixed payout. I'm not using the fixed payout I'm using already, so I don't really want to make the swap, but I'm also not using the pea shooter. So let's get 2 fixed payouts. Maybe down the line I'll want to use all of my jackpot abilities. We want to use the increment, which means we gotta give up on something. Spatula is good, but let's get rid of that and see if we can get ultimate weapon to go off more often. We do have to live with the dice that we have more often. Do I need defense? Sometimes. Drop mechanical arm. What's that? 6 damage per turn, up to 12 damage per turn, and 4 damage per turn. So it's a total of 22 damage per turn on a perfect roll. Might be a little bit low. Let's add some variability. Let's try that out. On to the next floor. We've got Crystallina, Singer, Skeleton, and Kraken. So we do have to fight Skeleton before we fight Kraken in this layout. So we're fighting a level 5 before we finish our level 4s off. And we don't get our upgrade until we are basically finished the floor. You might want to save Singer for last. Let's go into Crystallina. So Crystallina has Crystallize, which creates random crystal weapons. So this could end up really easy or really difficult, depending on how it goes. Let's use our increment to buff that up one more. Use Ultima Weapon with 6 with 12 damage. We're looking really good. Let's roll one more die. So right now, we don't have great choices. 4 damage and a random, or 1 damage and a random. Both of those end up being missing. Oh no, we'll take the block. Save 1 health for later. They get a burn. They unlock 1 crystal weapon. They gain a random blessing, which in this case is a dodge. They're going to dodge the first attack and throw at them. We can bump that up to a jackpot for 8 damage, or use it on the board. In this case, I think I want to just use it because they're going to dodge the first one. So we'll have them dodge the one. We'll do 5 damage, 3 damage, and block 3. Let's roll one more time to see if we get a lucky roll or something. They rolled a bunch of 1s. That's great for us. They get another dodge. That's not great for us, but not threatening. 2 5s. 2 5s are probably the worst thing we can roll. We can either do damage or get ready to take an attack. Let's block 5. Use the short circuit and roll 1 more time. No such luck. But we've got 9 block. They get an Earth Crystal. But they choose to unlock another one, because they only have even. Alright, they're only blocking 4 this time, which is an excellent turn to attack. But we did not get the numbers for attacking. So, let's do 6 damage. 5 more damage. 1 more calculate. Bump that into the increment. And roll 1 more time. Rolling 1 more time is only gonna give us 5 damage or 5 block in optimal scenarios. So let's just use the lucky shot for 3 more damage. We still got 9 block from before. 1 damage, another 3. They get an air crystal. We still got block left. We got a lot of status ailments. We rolled a 1 and a 3. Let's do the 3 damage and end this battle. Win, get some more experience. We haven't taken any damage, which is great. Let's go after the skeleton because it will unlock this chest and this apple in case we are hurt after the skeleton. No evens. Block for 5, inflict a random status ailment. And roll 1 more time. over. But just one. It's gonna take 3 damage with the block, which sets us up for an auto roll. Roll a 1, a 6, another 1, and a 4. Let's use increment. Could roll 1 more. Might be a good idea. Roll 1 more. Use ultimate weapon. Put our even into mechanical arm. Short circuit with the 1 and block for 5. It's another 10 damage. Block 5 of it. Looking pretty good. Throw the 2 1s into increment. Then we're going to want to roll 1 more. Use the even and mechanical arm. B5 and ultimate weapon. And the 4 in short circuit. They get a weaken. Hopefully it's the 2-handed sword this time. It is, but it makes no difference for the check. You're cursed. We have 8 health left. We rolled pretty well there. Let's see if the increment will curse. It does. So we short circuit and ultimate weapon. And we win. It's going really smoothly. Okay, we're going to want one of these apples. What's the other one heal for? For 8. I think that's good. Let's see what this equipment is. It's a bump blade. Do 1 damage and get a new dice, which is the value plus 1. Bump blade might be good for us. It's not going to do a lot of damage, but it'll help us use our ultimate weapon as a 6 more often. And might be enough to put those in. And just really push for those jackpots. And we're taking every single damage. No blocking. Blocking has really been working out. And this is not faster either. It's more stully. We'll see what the upgrades are. But let's fight the Kraken. Roll 1, 2, 3, and auto roll that. We've got 4 to use. Most of which are pretty good. The Kraken has Camouflage, Curse Enemy, and Overwhelm. So we don't need that much block this turn. Let's roll 1 more anyways. We got a 6. We have 12 with the ultimate weapon. We're going to block for 5. Do 6 damage, push the 2, and short circuit. So they have a curse. Hopefully that works on one of the ones that is frustrating for us. Like that, no damage, but we have 2 blind dice this turn. That was a 5. This is a 6. So 5 and 6 are 12. There's a good chance we're going to overstack. Let's take some damage there. Roll 1 more time. And we did overstack. We get cursed. And blinded again. We got a 3. And a 6. So that's 9. We've got 4 more to go. This might be a use them while you got them again. This time we'll block a little bit more. Oh, but we got to use finisher. We're not going to do 5 damage unless I hit lucky rolls, so healing isn't going to help. But we could get 4 damage and a poison. Let's go for 4 damage and a poison. Curse? No curse. Still blocked it. So we just roll 1 die and put that into short circuit. This is a 4. Check out the shop. We've got an apple, a spanner, and a chocolate cookie. The spanner combines the 2 dice. The chocolate cookie repeats the next action, and that's a heal for 10. Don't really need any of those. Let's see what our upgrades are. Oh, it's you. Great. I thought it might be Marshall. Great friend. Really great. But that fire and these chemicals are a tricky mix. What's the difference with marshmallow? Spiky shield can now take a 6. Increment is now reusable an infinite amount of times. Ultimate weapon we saw before. Check out the backpack. Bump blade gets 2 uses. Spatula gets 3. Fixed payout lets you use all of the abilities, which might be worth it. But then we'd have to get rid of one of these, which might be increment at that point, and just really hope that luck pays out. The trusting Lady Luck seems to be the bad idea. Let's upgrade our Ultima weapon for a little bit more damage. And then maybe we'll get one more upgrade on the next level up, which might be a fixed payout, because if we can do that, that's 8 twice, that's 16 damage on every turn. That'd be pretty good. Heal up to max, and go fight the singer. Roll a 4. And another 4. And a 2. Got 3 more there. I can put all 3 of these into... No, we can only put 2 into the increment. Let's not worry about that. 2 damage for random status. They got a lock. 4 damage for mechanical arm. And another 4 into the ultimate weapon. And we went over that time. They lock 1. They weaken us once. And get ready to hit that high note. Okay, our ultimate weapon is not great this time. We roll a 6. And a 2. And a 4. Let's get that increment in. We have 3 attacks. Well, 4 attacks, but we only really want to do 2 of them. Health's looking pretty good. We can do 5 damage, or we can roll 1 more time. Okay. Let's just go for the attack. Put the 3 into the ultimate weapon minus, the 4 into the mechanical arm, and the 6 into the short circuit plus. They get a burn. I think we're gonna get hit by that high note. Ooh, just like that. Almost at half health. We get 2 weakens that turn. We roll a 3 and a 6. Let's block. Do 6 damage. Roll 1 more time. No good. You can hit auto roll after you failed the short circuit, but it won't give you your cards back. Not great. but enough to end the fight. No, also not enough to end the fight. Let's put that there. Block for 5. Let's go over. We'll save our auto roll for the boss on the first turn. And then hopefully we can do 2 damage between all of them. That's a 6 right off the bat. Excellent. We win, just like that. We're at max level, 2 extra CPU. Our HP is topped up. We didn't get another upgrade there. Let's go on to the next. Robot versus Skatash. Still didn't look up how to read it. Let's go. Immune to lock and freeze. The half-silent whisper of the underground night carried news to me that you were nigh. So I am eternally ready to beat you, just so you know. You haven't beaten me yet. We're up to a 50 now, so 6 is still possible. Let's use that auto roll. In this case, we're going to want to use the ultimate weapon. We can roll 1 more time and see if we get a better number, or just settle for 5. We've got an even to do the mechanical arm. We got a 3 for a status effect, and we got a 3 for a block. And then let's just do 5 more damage. 40 more hit points to go. They rolled a 2. We're going to lock 2 of our dice. It's probably the most awful one we can get. Got a 4, and a whatever that was, a 5. We get to use this 4. Let's just do 1 random status ailment. Maybe we'll luck out. We got a 1. Let's use that to get a jackpot. And then roll 1 more dice. Also 1. No such luck. Let's do 6 damage with that 1. They rolled a 6. We are getting hit for 12. Everything is shocked. Let's calculate. 3 to go. Basically only get to use 1 of these unless we calculate 1 more time. So let's put the 2 into the ultimate weapon. The 6 into the ultimate weapon. Reroll 1 more time. Excellent. Put that into the short circuit and do 1 random status. We missed on the final one. But they've got 17 left. They're gonna lock out a couple more of our dice. We also get that auto roll again. First one's 5, second one's a 3, and then we get a 4. Auto roll. Roll 1 more time. That didn't help. Let's do almost all the damage we need. Get that even for a 7, and we're good to go. That's a victory for the robot. What a wonderful batch of contestants you all are. And what a beautiful victory. Thank you. I worked very hard. I can tell. Now fingers crossed as we spin the wheel. Depending on how it lands, you'll either walk away with the prize or we'll invite you back to join us for another episode. Actually, I'm going to uncross my fingers if that's okay with you. The wheel is really heavy and I need to get a good grip. That's okay. I got all my fingers and toes crossed. I know it doesn't change the outcome of the spin, but it helps me stay calm. Well, take a deep breath while the wheel spins and... Jackpot, 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 no! No! Oh, Skull. I am so sorry. it looks like you don't win a life without sleep. At least, not just yet. But you do take home a secret bonus prize. An expired 50% off voucher for your local pizza restaurant. And of course, you'll get the chance to return to the dungeon in another episode. That's episode 1, Rise of the Robot, complete. And it looks like we've unlocked another character, the Inventor. Come on back next time, we'll be playing the Inventor. Thank you. This has been Dicey Dungeons. If you're enjoying this, leave a like. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and bye.